Hello. I did threaten, didn't I? I was going to show you me doing the boring thing of peeling potatoes, and that's what I'm going to do. So, this is what we do. I'm sure most people know how to peel potatoes, so it's not to say, this is how you peel potatoes video. This is just Mariana peeling potatoes without her apron on. Oh, tut tut. Got everything else lined up and forgot to put the apron on. Here we go. Never mind. Soon sorted. Ignore the jars and stuff. It's a little bit cluttered at the moment because, well, he keeps forgetting to take them down to the bottle bank. I'm afraid he has to take them down to the bottle bank because, well, he and I, the two people that inhabit this particular body we're using here, don't have a car, don't drive. He takes them down his motorbike. Now, one day I'm sure I will work out how I'm going to ride a motorbike like Mariana, because I could of course wear bike gear with female underwear and a wig and stuff, and probably a flip front helmet, so then I wouldn't have to disturb my wig. I could just hook it up and reveal my beauty for all to see. Yeah. You've got to have a sense of humour, darling. You've got to have a sense of humour, because the sense of humour is extremely important, I think, especially when you are trans. Otherwise it can be a bit depressing at times, it must be said. Anyway, I'm peeling these here studies for my son and his girlfriend, because like I said before, oops, spraying a bit, I don't like mashed potatoes myself. I sort of lost my taste for them a while ago, so I can't even put it down to my recent illness, which made me lose my taste for all sorts of things, like porridge and what else was I can't remember. Oh, that's for coffee. Yes, I went right off coffee for a while. Porridge, coffee, which I used to, I like coffee weak, because I used to find that wheat was better. I could have more without inducing palpitations, which I tend to get a wee bit. Only thing, of course, was in the end it was my heart. But there you go. It's all coming well now, I think. We shall see. I think I'll be alright for a little while. But for that reason, having had a wee bit of a scare, is I think a good reason to take as much advantage of being how I like to be as I can be, which is why I start dressing on Sundays even when my son and his girlfriend are here. They're not bothered by it, they say, but I was for a while embarrassed about it, which was silly in a lot of ways, because I wasn't bothered about it, but it's over now anyway. So this is the third week in a row they've been here, and I have put on girly things to cook. The first time I wore leggings and a long top, you may remember, which was quite a nice change actually. Let's do that. Anyway, I'm not doing that. Otherwise, we ain't going to get anything done, are we? Ooh, terrible English. So that's here for them to have a little bit of that. Give them a rinse around. You've got smelly vision, you smell the pork thingy, slice things, cooking. which is always a nice smell. I think that's what we tend to have all the time because they're cheap, we all like them. Quite often they're reduced as well, but I wasn't that lucky this week. Anyway, what I have next is I do the roasties, which is the potato, because I like roast potatoes still. I like chips, I like boiled potatoes, I like little potatoes cut up with the skins on and cooked with butter and stuff on, but not mashed potato. Just can't face it. Weird. Oh. Of course, I'm sure many would opine, be of the opinion, it's weird. So what? Okay, it's just enough of it. It's weird for a bloke to put a dress or a skirt or whatever, then stuff on every Sunday to cook dinner. But I like it. It's nice. It feels right. It feels good. It's not every Sunday, I only do it when either my son is here or him and his girlfriend are here. So just like myself, I really don't want to go all this fast. That's a big fast. I tend to make it, as I said, as simple as possible because I don't want, well, I've got used to not expending too much energy on these things. Say potato films, that's right. They go in the compost bin, along with other bits and pieces. That's why we have a little hook here to put such little pieces in there. But we don't go a lot with vegetative stuff. So generally all that goes in this little tub are potato peels, obviously, banana skins, and apple cores. That's about it usually, because I use frozen sliced up carrots because I can't be asked to try and cut up carrots when the frozen ones are nearly as cheap, and you just get out of that, stick them in, do it, boom, done. Not worth it. And the other one is peas, but I don't eat carrots and peas because that's another one of the things that went off when I got mashed potato. It's old really. It was actually about the time things started to go wrong between between me and my wife, or she who is now my ex. Ben just pinned, never mind, up here. I'm not going to hold them up. Me and my ex. So whether it was linked to that or not, I don't know. But since all that came to a head, I still don't like them. I still don't fancy them. I just went, oops, they all sprayed on these little things like plastic. They all went right off. So whatever. What I tend to have is pork and some roast potatoes and gluten-free Yorkshire puddings, which I buy ready made because I can't again be involved with the fact of mixing up stuff to make Yorkshire puddings and put it all in and blah blah blah. I just stick frozen ones in and it takes like 5 minutes or so and they're ready and it's done. And I don't have to expend more energy than I need to. Don't want to sound lazy or anything, but when you have something like ME, although I'm quite lucky, I'm not as bad as a lot of people are. Not as good as some. I used to be better at it or whatever. But I'm quite lucky because I can do quite a lot of stuff. I just have to decide what I want to expend energy on. And doing too much faffing around with cooking and peeling stuff and whatever doesn't come into what I want to do. The only reason I do not use ready done roasties is because the energy involved in doing this is also compensated by the therapeutic effect of actually standing and doing it. Even when I'm not dressed, actually. Even before I started to dress, when I cooked, I still found it quite therapeutic. The second and main and most important reason, well, it's a bit cheaper, obviously, going from basics, but the most important reason is I don't like ready done roast potatoes. They tend to not be right inside to me. That said, this is possibly not the way everybody else does them. I don't know. I kind of started doing these like this way because it seemed like a good way to do it, and it works. So if you have a different way of doing roast potatoes from the start, like parboiling them and all the stuff, which I believe you can do if you wish, you carry on, because this is my way and it works and I'm happy with it. See? Philosophy of life. Do as much as possible what you're happy with, and don't let other people make you think somehow you're doing something wrong, because there are instances where there is a clear definition of right and wrong. That's right. There are certain things that are clear definition of right and wrong. I'm not going to go into details on that because it's way too complicated where it's come up with all this stuff. Because anyway, there is also a lot of things where you've got right, wrong, and how it works and how you like to do it, and stuff like that. So I do it how I like to do it. I've got enough here, so I've got to take it. Enough. I just hope instead I use ready done. Whoops! Oh, that's clever, wasn't it? Ready done Yorkies. That I have actually got some for myself in there. I have some for them, definitely the non-gluten-free ones, the ones that I had a week for that. I have those I know because there was plenty of those left last time. I can't remember if I used my last ones and I forgot to get any or not, and I forgot to check yesterday. I could have got some when I was out. But never mind, because if I ain't got them, I'll do without them. And yeah, here we go. So, oops, I think my potatoes are boiling. So we turn them down and just leave them on one. What I'm going to do now is take the pork out and put it in the bottom oven, because it's cooked, it'll stay quite warm in the bottom oven. Put these in. Well, I haven't sorted the peas and carrots yet, I'll do that in a minute. And yeah, by the way, this ain't fry light, this is just a fry light bowl, because ordinary oil is cheaper. Here we go, cheap girl again. And I think it works just as well anyway. So I just use that bottle and put it in, because you can spray it on there and get on there. Got to do what you do, haven't you? That's how it works. We do what we do. We live our lives as we wish to. And that's how it should be. To a degree. At the moment I could not walk out there dressed like this and feel that I wouldn't be causing trouble for somebody. Like possibly myself or anybody else, or even myself or my other family who are close. Because over there is a lady, and there's my sister. And seeing a woman walk out of this house and realising it's me might cause some ructions. And for the moment, can't have that. No. However, that's only because I don't want my mum hurt. Bless her, poor old gal. So when she passes on, as she will eventually, then Marianne will be about much more. Definitely. Never doubt it. That's what I've decided. But until then, I'm not going to be old girl upset. I'm not going to have anybody say, oh, you killed your mother because you found out you were a tranny. Look at that. Because I ain't going to. Right. done. I got bored with it anymore. I'm going to get on, and I'll see you another time. Bye bye.